Downtown Toronto, mix of sun and cloud, 13 degrees. Pearson Airport, mostly cloudy and 13. City News Time, 10:23. Saxenda, 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 Saxenda. Oh, Saxenda. Yeah, Saxenda. So Saxenda, 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 Saxenda. Saxenda.
Have you heard about Saxenda yet? Talk to your doctor today to see if Saxenda is right for you.
Saxenda.
Listen 3, 4, 5 times a day on your radio,
On your television.
on our mobile app, and on your smart speaker.
Play City News Toronto.
City News Time, 10:24. Turns out Ukraine's president has made a surprise appearance at the world's most famous film festival.
Standing ovation for Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky delivered a surprise virtual address at the opening ceremony of the 75th Cannes Film Festival. Zelensky, a former actor, made no mention of his own experience, but referenced Charlie Chaplin's movie The Great Dictator, saying, once again, just like in the past, there is a dictator today. And once again, just like in the past, cinema should not be silent. Inez Zolakotera, ABC News, Cannes.
Well, coming up in 60 seconds, higher costs for food and fuel among some of the things driving inflation a lot higher. We've got Irene Precklett with those details next.
City News Time, 10:25.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Marquis Jewelers. Marquis Jewelers. After almost 50 years of creating beautiful jewelry to help our customers celebrate special moments and make lifelong memories, we are closing our doors forever. Our retirement sale is happening now, so don't miss out on final markdowns of up to 70% off all our fine gold jewelry. Find amazing prices on stunning diamond engagement rings, perfect for that spring or summer proposal. Don't delay. Shop now for best selection at prices that can't be beat. The Marquis Jewelers Retirement Sale, 2 Bloor Street West at Yonge.
I'm here with Ford Brothers, and we're talking about the real deal.
You mean the real deal on steel?
These deals on steel will make you squeal. So what's the appeal of steel chainsaws, Bill?
They're powerful, easy to start, easy to operate, and priced right. We have the Steel MS-170, 250, and 291 in stock and on sale starting from $229.99.
With the largest selection of steel in the GTA, you can steal a deal on steel chainsaws from the pros at Koi Bros.
KOOYBROS.com.
City News Time, 10:26.
So now for the business reports, let's head to the Business Center now and check in with Irene Precklett. Irene, you don't have to go far to see that pretty much the cost of everything is going up.
Yeah, Steve, it's painful not only to fill up your car, but put groceries in the basket. And the cost of nearly everything at the grocery store did continue to climb. That, in part, helped push the annual inflation rate up in April. I know, a big newsflash there. Confirming it, though, Statistics Canada says its consumer price index for April climbed 6.8% compared with a year ago, up from a gain of 6.7% in March. The rate was the highest since January 1991. Canadians paid almost 10% more for food at stores in April. That is the largest increase since September of 1981. Compared with a year ago, the cost of fresh fruit up 10%. The cost of bread up 12.2%, while pasta gained almost 20%. Also adding to the overall rise in the cost of living, natural gas, which climbed a whopping 22.2%, and fuel oil and other fuels, which gained 64.4%. Now, compared with a year ago, consumers paid 36.3%
Houses are finally
more
starting
for
to go into this subdivision behind Town Hall.
Markets yesterday, a sea of green today. And I'm trying to get my colors straight here. The TSX is down 146 points to 20,344. The losses are fairly broad-based and cover most sectors. Steep as that sounds, a triple-digit tumble. It's even worse south of the border. The Dow Jones dropping 486 points. The S&P 500 lower by 71. The Nasdaq down 194 points. Going the other way, no shocker here. Crude futures up 49 cents to $112.
That's the senior building on Princess Anne. The road will meet up with that road.
Also lower, the
Right
Canadian
opposite the
dollar valued
hospital.
at 77.8
Eventually, it's not open right now.
At the Business Center, I'm Irene Precklett.
Business is brought to you by Horizons ETF. The world currently depends on oil and gas, but that may be changing. Is it time your investments change too? Commodities such as lithium, hydrogen, and uranium could be key sources of energy in the next few decades. Horizons ETFs offer a wide range of ETFs that give you exposure to alternative fuels of the future. Horizons ETFs. ETF solutions for every investor. Visit horizonsetfs.com to learn more.
This is your heart. This is your heart after discovering a new CBC podcast. These are your feet. These are your feet after finding a CBC music playlist. This is your brain. This is your brain after hearing your favorite CBC radio show. Fall in love at first listen with the CBC Listen app. Stream CBC audio anytime, anywhere, all for free. Download CBC Listen today.
And meteorologist Jill Taylor's forecast for the day today. We are looking at beautiful sunshine, but then a little more cloud as the day goes on. Could see a little bit of rain maybe after 5 or 6 o'clock this afternoon with a City News guaranteed high of 15 degrees. We should note the City News weather guaranteed jackpot's at $4,400. City News sound of those double tones, 10:30.
Toronto's #1 for breaking news, traffic, and weather. This is City News.
Wintry Way and Viray-Cox.
It's Wednesday, May 18th. I'm Sarah Harris.
Town hall's right behind those trees.
Making news this hour.
15 days until we head to the polls. Do you realistically think you can win a majority government? Yes, I do. Absolutely. We're checking in with the candidates and their chances just ahead.
On this day 2 of the Royal Tour of Canada, the focus is on Ukrainian refugee relief and Indigenous reconciliation. Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall will spend the day in our nation's capital.
One of the most respected professions in Canada. A new poll shows 4 of the top 5 spots belong to first responders. Well, at the bottom of the list is a profession that didn't exist a short time ago.
The TSX down more than 100 points with deep losses on Wall Street, and a new poll finds young Canadians are worried about keeping up with living expenses. Business at 56.
City News time, 10:31.
Time for traffic and weather together all the ones. Here's Craig Gear.
This report is brought to you by Diamond & Diamond Lawyers. Problems on the highway on the westbound 401 at approaching Kennedy in the express. A right lane blocked. It's a stalled transport truck. The hood is up. Heavy tow on scene. The MTO here as well. Delays from Nielsen to Kennedy Express and Collectors. That's really the only problem that I can spot right now. We have delays on the West 401, Bayview to Avenue Express Collectors, Islington to Martin Grove, approaching Mavis Express.
And this
Mavis
road's not
Collectors
open
to
yet.
Mississauga
This is the
Road.
one I was showing you
And
from the
that
other
issue
end.
we had approaching Guelph Line is gone. Once again, delays are getting better, but still busy from west of Highway 25 to approaching Guelph Line. Eastbound delays, Highway 25 to about the 407. Winston Churchill to east of Mississauga Road, and from the 427 to the Allen Express in Kiel and the Collectors. Eastbound Gardner slow approaching Park Lawn through to east of Dufferin. Problems
Looks like
on
a
City
big
Street,
water
South
catchment area
Kingsway
down here.
and the Queensway, north and southbound. We've got you down to a single lane each way. This is for a crash at this intersection. It's actually just north of Queensway on South Kingsway. Gerard is closed from Logan to Carlaw for police investigation, and this is also blocking southbound Parliament at Gerard. If you've been injured, Diamond & Diamond is in your corner. Canada's largest injury law firm with over 60 lawyers. Call Diamond & Diamond for a free consultation. 1-800-567-HURT. Here's the forecast with Jill Taylor.
The clouds will increase as we work through the day. We'll get into some showers late afternoon, and that light rain will continue through the evening. Guaranteed high 15, 10 degrees for the low. For today, the guaranteed high 15.
Right now in downtown Toronto, we have got kind of a mix of sun and cloud, mostly sunny though, and 13 degrees. Over at Pearson Airport, it's partly cloudy and 12. City News time, 10:33.
As we reach the midway point of this election campaign, the 4 main leaders are spread out across the province, trying to convince voters their party is the best choice for Ontarians.
And with more on day number 15 this campaign, we are joined live by our Queen's Park reporter, Richard Southern, with everything you need to know. Richard?
Hello, Steve. Yeah, we're 15 days in, and we got 15 days to go in this campaign. And, you know, every single poll that has come out since January has pointed towards the Doug Ford Conservatives winning another majority. Every single poll. So we asked the challenging candidates today, do you realistically think you can win a majority on June 2nd? Here's NDP leader Andrea Horwath.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going for a government so that we can actually fix the things that matter most to people. I'm not offering the moon and the stars, but what I'm saying to people is I'm listening to you. We've seen what COVID has shown us is broken, and those things have been broken for a long time.
Does Liberal leader Stephen Del Duca realistically think he can win a majority government? Yes, I do. I do. I think throughout the earliest days of this campaign, I think it was quite clear, evident, that we were setting the agenda. So, let's bring eternal on the election campaign. Of course, anything can happen in the final 2 weeks. PC leader Doug Ford, he's going to be speaking at 11 o'clock today. We'll bring you the latest from his announcement, which is taking place down in Hamilton. With an eye on the halfway point of the election, Richard Southern, City News.
Well, Prince Charles and his wife Camilla are in Ottawa today on day number 2 of their Canadian tour. Our Carling Donahue joins us live with more on the packed schedule for the Royals today. Carlin. Sarah, this morning the prince received the Order of Military Merit in a ceremony at Rideau Hall. I'm actually just watching this go on right now. We are hearing that officials are thanking the prince for his support of our Canadian troops, the families of our fallen soldiers, and they thanked him for sharing our country's pride and gratitude. So he's going to be awarded that any moment now by the Governor General. And in about 20 minutes, the royal pair will head over to the National War Memorial, where they'll pay their respects to our country's veterans and active service members. Now, this tour has been set up to focus on a few issues at hand, one of them being the ongoing war and humanitarian crisis in Ukraine. Laura Austin of the Canadian Press says that's on deck for the royals this afternoon. The royal couple will hear from members of the Ukrainian-Canadian Congress who've been advocating for refugees fleeing the war with Russia. A mother and her 2 sons who've recently fled the war-torn nation will meet with the pair as well. And then later in the evening, the conversation's going to shift a bit towards problems here at home. Métis National Council President Cassidy Karen says during the Platinum Jubilee celebration, which is scheduled for later tonight, she intends to make a request for an official apology from the Queen for the legacy of residential schools. Yesterday in Newfoundland, Prince Charles spoke on the matter, saying this is a focus of their trip across the pond.
Acknowledging, reconciling, and striving to do better. It is a process that starts with listening.
The Royals will wrap up their visit in the Northwest Territories tomorrow. Reporting live, Carling Donahue, City News.
City News time, 10:36. So, what do paramedics, firefighters, and nurses all have in common? Well, our Roman Qureshi has the answer today and joins us live now with details on a new poll, which was released this morning. Roman.
Yeah, what's clear from this poll, Steve, is that Canadians have a lot of respect for first responders. The poll looks at the most respected professions by Canadians, and first responders make up 4 of the top 5 spots. Paramedics coming in at number 1, firefighters number 2, nurses number 3, and doctors number 4. The only non-first responder profession to come in the top 5 is farmers, sliding in at number 4. Now, another medical profession that's in that top 6 as well is pharmacists and armed forces members coming in at number 7. It's really interesting to look at this list. There's a wide range of professions. Teachers are sort of middle of the pack here. Towards the bottom, actually the very bottom one, is a profession that didn't exist as much as maybe 10, 15 years ago, and that is owners of a social media platform. But of course, that is a very real thing nowadays. Professional athletes also in the bottom 6 or 7 there as well. So a wide range of things when looked at this list from Maru as to what are the respected professions by Canadians. Reporting live, Roman Qureshi, City News.
With the slowing sales activity in the real estate market and rising mortgage rates, buyer's remorse might be creeping in for some who have been recent purchasers of properties. Our Mike Epple has more from the Business Center.
Home sales activity has slowed across the country for back-to-back months, and prices have started to fall as well from record highs. The Bank of Canada's raised interest rates twice. It's going to continue to do so. Mortgage rates have been creeping higher. And Toronto and Vancouver brokers and lawyers say that they've noticed some buyers looking at what options they have to get out of recent deals. The sellers hoping to ensure that the purchase goes through. Phil Sober, CEO of Royal LePage, tells the Toronto Star it's got so much to do with psychology. No one